Hello everyone, welcome back to ODSC Halo Guide. We're here with two CTF gameplays, and here I'm going to describe how to play defense in the first video, and I'm going to describe how to play offense and main slayer in the second video. And I do very well. In the first game I do 33 and 2, and in the second game I believe I do 20 some or 30 some and a single digit number of 1 or 2. So I do very well. I don't remember the KD of the first one exactly. Basically, we're right here with some defense. And the key thing to defense is camping. Pretty much what you want to do is you're going to sit here and you're going to control your base. Your base is your domain, just to do whatever you want with it. And we're going to be referencing, again, if you haven't seen my Solace tip videos, I'm going to link it up in the top corner because that's important. And then those are pretty much getting the advantage on people, because when you're playing defense you camp a lot. You have to be able to kind of force the enemy to do whatever you want, because right here basically you can see we have the flag and I'm just getting the first shots in while they're sprinting in at me, keeping some distance, making sure they can't hurt me, and just making sure that I killed them without dying. The most important thing of CTF flag defense is not dying. Do not put yourself in a situation to die unnecessarily. It has to be worth something. Because if you're alive, they might not come into the base. But if you're dead, then they can just come into the base while you're on the respawn. And you never want that. You want to be able to control it. Now, once we have that aside, we want to talk about how you want to kill without dying. Basically, we want these things called advantages. And right here's where the Solace gameplay comes in handy. It shows you some tips on how to kind of impose your will on the enemy. And this is something clicked straight from the Art of War, straight from war history. It's not a new tactic. Been doing it since the beginning of time. Just forcing the enemy to do what you want, especially without letting them know that they're doing exactly what you want, which isn't as tricky as it sounds. Basically, what you need to do is find a way to get them to come to you, put themselves in a weak position, and then you have to gain the advantage. The advantage can be a power weapon. The advantage can be the first shot in a fight only. If you guys both have solid DMRs, and both of you guys are just, 5-shot each other, whoever gets a 5-shot first wins, then odds are the guy who shoots first wins. The guy who shoots last dies. That's just how it works, especially in just a straight up without cover. Second thing to do is to take cover away from him. You see right here where I'm standing, there's a tunnel entrance to my left, and below me there are 2 entrances, one to a lift and then one to a door. Now I can see all those entrances on my radar, but I have cover from them. I have the floor and I have that little box. So pretty much right now I'm limiting my point of view only to that area, right off the lift and then right off the right out of that entrance down there. And that's going to play in my favor a lot, because what's going to happen is I can see them and I can shoot at people down there, but anyone who comes in from those other 2 areas, they're only going to be able to shoot at me if I show my face or if they have to chase in after me, which puts them at a disadvantage. Okay? So pretty much what you're going to want to do is limit yourself where you can see, you have all the entrances on your radar, you have them all monitored, and you just want to be able to cover all of them without any of them really being able to shoot at you unless you want them to. And, just cover. See, right here, a guy's about to come down the tunnel. And what I'm going to do is, if you're in the tunnel, the middle of the tunnel, there's no cover. So I'm going to let him go to the middle. If I let him stay back there, he would have been able to jump to the left, and then he would have been able to hide, and I wouldn't have gotten the kill. You saw he jumped over to the left, but because there's no cover right there, I was able to kill him. So it's very effective strategy. Lure him right at the right distance. If he got too far in, he could have dropped down, he could have gotten the flag, or he could have meleeed you, which is bad. Especially with the DMR, your advantage is your range, remember. So you have to be able to keep him at that good range. You're right in the middle, you have the advantage. He has no cover, you have cover. You got the first shot in, he got the second shot in. You have a DMR, God knows what he has. He might have a DMR just to make it slightly fair. So you definitely have a strict advantage. The only thing that could really kill you is if he had like rockets or a sticky detonator, which is easily not what you should expect some guy running down the tunnel to have. You should always account for that. You should always make sure you have some way to defend yourself against it. But it is one of the less likely scenarios, in which case it will get you. Second thing is, stay in a space of control and lure them into the open. See, once they exit that door, they're out in the open. I can just kill them whenever I want. When they're behind that tunnel, it's really hard to shoot at them. I'm going to discuss something called choke points as well. Choke points, and this is part of enforcing your will on the enemy again, like trying to lure them in. And you have that door right down there. And basically, the door only allows so many people to go in at once, you know. And if a lot of people do go in at once, you can just grenade them easily. But like, one person will go in at a time, single file most likely. If you have a lot of people on the outside, on the sides, no one can shoot you from inside the tunnel, but when they come out, everyone can shoot the person that just came out of the tunnel. So, as long as there's only one guy going single file out of the tunnel, a lot of people can kill them. That's a good way to control larger masses. You just sit there, and you're able to kill them very easily because they'll come out, and everyone can just team shot them while you maintain control. Sorry. You see, and basically what you want to do when you're playing defense is always have one person that's going to stick with you. Two people, I always say, can completely control your own base. It only takes two people. If they rush with 5 or 4 people, there's other strategies you can do to even get around that. But 2 people, and you can pretty much control, especially since they're rushing 1 and 2s at a time. So we control choke points. Choke points are just where everyone will fire at one concentrated enemy or point, and it makes it a lot easier to fire. Now, the reason you can do this and impose your will on the enemy is because you have something they want. In CTF, the basic thing that everyone wants is they have a flag, you want that flag. You have a flag, they want that flag. So what do? You hold that flag out to them. Be like, yo, here's the flag. Just come in a little closer and grab it. And right when they come out, just snatch at them. Just kill them. It's very simple. Lure them in with something that looks like it's advantageous, and then right when they get close enough where they can't back out, but they still can't get away with it, you attack. You see, that guy, he's just going after the flag. He's not even concerned about me. I'm just going to kill him. He's not going to get very far at all. He thinks he's just going to be able to walk away. And that's not how it works. You know, that guy is controlling the tunnel. I have cover right here. He doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out. I'm at least going to make a no shield. I can hide. He can't. And then my teammate's going to go in and clean up the kill. See? It's keeping those advantages. Solid gameplay. Very, very important for you to watch. It pretty much covers all this advantage stuff. And, you know, I'm going to cover a bit more. Now, because we have their flag, we can make them do whatever we want. If there's 3 people attacking, you can easily, and you have 2 people, you can easily just kill one of the people before they even know you're there. You know, you and your teammate, it'll take 2 shots from one of you, 3 shots from the other, and the guy's dead. That's just how it works. So if you shit at a guy, he can be dead before anyone can even see you, as long as you hide the right way. The best way to do is, see, like right here I'm camping. I have a radar over everything. If I pop out, I can see that doorway. If I drop down, I can see the tunnel below me. If I pop out to the side, I can see where he comes off the lift, or where he comes out from the other tunnel that's opposite of me now. Basically, I can see everyone. Even down this alley, I have a nice little alleyway that I can just shoot down. Now, see, they think I'm a threat. So the most important thing is to not die, remember. So you're going to control this area. You're not going to let them through. You're not going to try and go for kills. If you go for kills, you're going to die. So you want to be able to keep them out of it. See, I died. I was the only one keeping those 3 people away. You know. One person can easily hold back 3 people. You can't kill them, but you can hold them back. You can refrain them from attacking, because they're too scared to attack you. They want to keep that flag in nice, comfortable position. They actually would have gotten away with the flag too if they didn't turn around for some reason. Which it's a stupid thing to do, is camp the enemy base with the flag. And right now I'm just trying to, you know, finish off the flag carrier. Yeah. But it's better to die further away from the base than it is to go back into the base in most situations. Don't apply that to all, but most. But again, you can easily keep people from attacking. One of your best strategies is to be ambiguous, which means that they can't see you. They don't know where you are. They don't want to know where you are. You're just gonna be, you know, anywhere. You could be anywhere in your base. You don't want to move. You want to think that it's empty. Hide behind cover where no one can see you. And then, right when they move in and they think it's safe, you go in to kill them. See, I got 2 shots in that guy before he even started shooting at me. because he wasn't paying attention to his radar, and I knew exactly where he was. If people don't know where you are, you have a lot more higher chance of getting the first attack in. You have a lot higher chance of maintaining that cover control and pushing them onto where you are. You know, holograms are a great way to make them think you're somewhere that you're not. And you know, pretty much just camp again, like behind that box, behind those crates. Like, see where I am right now? Those crates are good. I can see a lot of entrances. No one can see me unless I pop out for them, and it's really hard just to even get a 20 on me, you know. I can see up the staircase. See, that guy's going to be going up. I don't drop down. I control the upper ground, because upper ground is always important to have. And I just sit back. Like, I even, you know, this guy's just walking in. He's concerned with the flag. I'm just going to put a few shots at him before he can even see me. He's dead. I'm just going to keep shooting. I'm going to control this area. I'm not going to die. Now, remember, I'm keeping my range on him. The best thing that you can do is to get away from the AR. If you're using an AR, stop. It's bad. You know, use a BR, use a DMR. They're way better at killing people. Because you can maintain that range. You have a range advantage with either of those weapons, and you don't have to move as much. If I had an AR, I'd have to be chasing people all over the place. But with a DMR, I can stand in this corner right here and control the entire base. It's all within my domain of killing people. Yeah, and the DMR, it's a 3-shot melee in order to kill someone. You know, 3 bullets in their body or head, it won't make a difference. And then 1 melee, and they're dead. Doesn't matter. Or 1 melee, and then 1 headshot. It can be even faster than the AR. So it's important to keep that in mind. It's just as effective of a distance weapon, but it's also very effective close range. So you're not, as long as you learn to get good with it, you're not losing a lot by swapping to the BR and DMR. It's very important for you to swap right now to getting used to it. The longer you put it off, the harder it's just going to be for you, simply put. Yeah, and basically, just, again, see, you're just going to camp. He doesn't know you're right there, so he's going to jetpack into it. I even put a sticky det and lay a trap, so if he gets there without me wanting him to, I'm just going to lay a sticky det, no shield. I could have even killed him, too. So you're just going to lay out these traps, lay the advantage. You see, I'm going to, see that guy, I'm just going to put a hologram out. Someone's going to at least attack that and distract them. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to camp back and hide. I'm not going to go out too far because I don't want to die. And I'm just going to camp, like, behind those crates. I'm not really going to move. And when I see people coming down the hallway, I go in, I use a sticky det, I get assist on 2 of them, and I kill another guy. So I'm just not even going to move. I'm just going to camp in the same spot until I see someone on my radar. See, I'm always back at these crates or somewhere like that. It's somewhere very similar. And I don't want people to know where I am. I want to stay very, very unknown. The best thing to do is to make sure the enemy does not know where you are, and to make sure you always know where they are, which is why using your radar is important. Just standing still like this. See, I'm just camping. I can see the radar. I can see a guy's coming in down there. I'm not moving. I'm not letting him know where I am. I'm just going to sit there. I even see, now I know he's invisible. I'm just going to keep camping and waiting. You know, and as soon as they kill him, I'll move back to my hiding spot. Sometimes I'll do general checks on the lift, try and catch people before they go. I just completely control this base. You know, it's so easy. You know, if you think for a second instead of running in and being very aggressive, you can easily win a game just by outthinking your enemy. Because if you have 5 shots, they have a 5-shot kill. Who's going to win? It's the guy who thought before he acted. It's the guy who has cover. It's the guy who got the first shot in. It's the guy who used that grenade at the right time. It's the guy who melees at the right time. It's the guy who keeps his distance, the proper distance. It's all that. You got to keep all that in mind when you fire. It's not just skill. So, the key thing to do, I challenge everyone to do this, is work on imposing your will on the enemy. And just lure them into a false sense of security and kill them. Especially when you're playing defense. Right now, see, I've gone on a ride earlier this game. I'm going on a frenzy right now. It's ridiculous how many kills I'm getting without dying. I'm just really able to just kill them without them ever getting a chance to kill me. And it's almost, you know, embarrassing to the other team on how easily I can do this. You know, I think not a soul went positive on that other team because I was killing them so frequently. I'm just backing up, keeping that distance on them. I don't want flag carrier to melee me. That'd be the worst case scenario. And I'm just completely controlling this whole area. See, we already got the flag cap in. I'll try going for one last kill when a guy tracks in, but unfortunately the game ends, so I don't get it. But again, imposing your will on the enemy. I challenge everyone who's playing defense. Just work on making them believe that you are not where they really are. The best thing to do is make them think something that's not true, and just kind of impose what you will on them. Now here is how to be aggressive. The last game was very passive. The last game was very defensive. This is a very aggressive gameplay. Now the first part of the game, I actually spend sizing it up. Usually how we break it down when we play is 2 guys go defense, 2 guys go offense. 1 guy is kind of a iffy guy. You know, if the defense can handle what's being thrown at it, then that guy will go offense because the defense is okay. But if their offense is too powerful, then this extra guy will go defense. That's me right now. I'm the main slayer. I kill people. I go where I'm needed. And basically, you know, we're just controlling. I'm sizing up everyone right now. We're getting the power weapons. I'm just figuring out how actually bad is it going to be to fight these guys, because it's not looking too bad right now. That's why I decide. So I play a lot of defense in the time being to make sure they just don't get any points up on us, because, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. You always got to make sure that you put yourself beyond being defeated. So you have to make sure that your defense is suitable. And until that time, just go overboard on defense for a little bit until you size them up. You know, you're establishing map control, you're establishing control of power weapons, and you're just setting the game up for a fast win. No one's really getting points right now. It's really slow, really groggy. Just control it. Just, you know, kind of see what you can get away with. Like that guy with holograms. You just throw a hologram, shoot. I can easily handle 2 people. You know, keeping those advantages is still an important thing, especially as a main slayer, because you have to be able to handle a lot of people, 2, 3, 4 people at a time by yourself sometimes, and you have to know how to handle it. Hologram is my main way of doing it. So like right here, hologram. I see the guys on the radar. He's gonna shoot at my hologram, not me. I'm gonna get an easy 5 shot. I'm gonna leave. So right here is about the point where it starts getting good. I finally decide that it's time to go offensive. I've established that these guys are not that good. I could handle them at their base, and we're gonna move. Now the best way to move them out of a map, especially a small one like this, is on the sides. You don't want to go through the middle because that's kind of a firehouse, just weapons shooting everywhere. So go around the sides, go around the outskirts where it's safe. You know, right there. You're only gonna encounter 1 or 2 guys, and it's very easy to gain an advantage. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to camp back and annoy them. Annoy the mess out of them. I don't want them to be in their base. I want them to be scared to go near their flag. And basically, once I have them in that position where they just do not want to go near their flag, I can control where their flag is. After I kill this guy, their flag's on the respawn. I grab it quickly before any reinforcements can come and realize what I'm doing. And I just move out with the flag. And you just want to be able to keep an idea of where everyone is. As a flag carrier, especially moving by yourself, this is very dangerous. Usually when I have someone with you. But I am relatively good, and we determined that these guys were relatively bad. So it was safe for me. But you just want to keep an eye of where everyone is. If someone goes up to melee you, you want to know where it is and why. So just completely control. And then after you make a cap, always go to reestablish map control for a little bit. Because what happens when you guys pull a flag usually is everyone comes back in. They try defending the flag. So you need to spend a bit of a time pushing out of their base. Because they're going for what's called a counter cap. Which is, as soon as they take your flag, they've all concentrated in their base. Or a lot of them have died in order to get that cap. So you're going to kill them. Just finish off the last guys. And take a cap for yourself while they're weak and they aren't as prepared. You know, counterattack. Very simple strategy, something a lot of people have heard of. So what you're going to do is you're pretty much just going to sit there and you're going to control your base for a little bit. You're going to reestablish some control while the 2 offensive guys continue offense. Then you're going to go back to main, because you can see they're laying the offense on pretty heavy right here. Main Slayer is definitely needed here. You need to be able to respond to your team. You know, see, like, they actually went so many people that they actually managed to pull the flag. And I believe they may even get the cap. I don't remember. But you see, and just continue to agitate them and move them. You want to keep that range advantage, remember. You go into melee a flag, you're dead. But I can at least annoy him. Because it's, remember, when I was holding off those 3 guys by myself, they're scared of you. They don't want you to be able to be there. They will do anything they can to get rid of that 1 guy before they pop back out. Especially with something as valuable as a flag. So just stand there, annoy him. and at least hold him off until reinforcements can show up for you. Because people will be scared of you, and you just have to play it safe. You don't have to rush in, because that's what he wants. Brother, I accidentally killed the flag carrier. Ignore that. I was trying to kill them. Main thing to keep in mind. Now, keep an eye on the radar right here. This is a good idea of keeping aware of your surroundings. There's a guy creeping up. You could see it from way back when I pulled up the flag. There was a guy creeping up on me. If I turned around, I meleeed him, and I managed to get him very easily. And then, again, after that, I'm going to go back. I'm going to recover kind of from pulling the flag, and I'm going to go and reestablish map control. Because they're going to be going in for the counterattack again. Their offense is always strongest right after you make an offensive play. That's always when it's strongest. It's like, you know, there's ways and tactics of it. You know, there's weak points, there's strong points, there's direct attacks, there's indirect attacks. They all lead into each other. So, you know, as you get the kill, you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself from a counterattack. And you're right there. I saw 4 guys on my radar. I knew we weren't going to pull the flag. I pulled out. You just want to be able to stay alive and control handling them in small amounts as possible and killing them. You know, right here we're easily going. You know, right here, see, rampage. Just there, 20 kills. I got 20 kills without dying in that life. So it's very easy to kind of enforce your will on the enemy. Now, unfortunately, our time is running out. So what have we learned? We've learned you want to just impose your will on the enemy and control them. Keep them in the palm of your hand. Keep a good idea on map control and stay in key positions that will help you defend it. This has been ODST Halo Guide. Thanks for watching. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and have a nice day.